Joseph's back from hospital. The pressure in his eye is down to 13 out of 100. It was at dangerously high levels on Friday night and Saturday. So the decision that he made was to carry on taking the pressure relieving tablets that they gave him, putting in I think there's 6 different types of eye drops, and then going back Thursday morning very early to see how we're going, because the findings today are that where he had surgery before to have an artificial lens put in, it may be conflicting with the gas bubble. So the boys are back. I sat down. I picked up some knitting to do. Got out my needles. As soon as I've sat down here and wrapped my legs in a blanket, I have my big furry boy has jumped on me, and he's actually full weight against my body cuddling. So I guess I'm not knitting for a little while because I've only got one hand, which is stroking Lord Louis here. He's telling me it's snuggle time instead. So I'm suitably cuddled. What I wanted to say was the conflict for me wasn't so much that my son was suffering, although that is huge. Like any mum will tell you, any hands-on mum like I am will tell you, when one of your children is going through something, it is really hard to just observe and not dive in with your opinion. And my son's 34, so you know, all the decisions are his, all the thoughts and feelings are his. I haven't projected my opinion on the situation at all, apart from food and not drinking any tap water. I've been very religious about that, and taking care of yourself and not just wallowing and becoming depressed because you can't go to work and stuff. I'm sorry about the light. I can't move. I've got Louis lying right against my body and on my arm. The conflict for me was that I don't agree with artificially interfering with the body. Having gone through, several issues myself, including terminal illness, I know that the body is this really super universe, super computer that's, it has everything it needs already to take care of business. And Joseph's had multiple rounds of surgery now. And the problem, he's still got his eye. He can still see just. But, the more they interfere, the worse the situation becomes. And I've kept this opinion to myself because it's not my eye. So that's the conflict for me. And when steroids were mentioned, I was like, I don't agree with that. I don't agree that he would benefit from any more invasions at this time. So thankfully today he's come home with a similar story to that, where they're saying that there may be a conflict with the lens, but they won't touch it until January, but they're going to monitor every few days for a little while just to see. So I didn't need to become worked up or anything other than just to be fully present and be there. Be really supportive. As you can see, the signs are that it's now time to do this. Just be. Just be. He's completely like taken over my body and my physical space. He's just like jumped up. And I feel so blessed because this was exactly what I needed. Not to think about row counting or moving my hands other than like this. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. So blessed with this gorgeous soul in my life who's with me 24 hours a day, every day. Just like this. He watches my every move when I'm in the kitchen. Just sitting there, just being present, and I'm fully present and he's fully present. And it's just beautiful. And he's only 2, so yeah, it's lovely. But yeah, it's as a mum, it's been really difficult. Has been really difficult with my son going through so much agony and distress, and he was crying as well. So he's so strong. He never cries. So I think the strongest people fall the hardest. Well, that's my own perspective, my own experience anyway, because I'm monumentally strong, as you know. So when I crash, it's quite epic. So I think Joseph was the same. And I've got my pregnant daughter, and her house got flooded in the storm 3 weeks ago, and the landlord is really dragging their heels to sort it out. And my son Ivan drove the over 2-hour drive to go and see for himself, because I was like, look, I'm sure she's playing it down for me because she doesn't want to add anything to my pot of stress. So he went to look, and he said, yeah, it is really bad. So there's damp, the laminate flooring is still squidging, there's black mould now. Keris is having to stay just upstairs in like the one room, so she's not part of it. They've lost all their bedroom furniture because their bedroom was downstairs. They've lost all their bedroom furniture. Yeah, things are not very bright there, and I haven't mentioned this because, like I said, it's not my flood. I wasn't in it, but hearing her and being present with her, and she's pregnant as well, that's another thing that's been kind of like my frustration, is because I could get on the phone and possibly sound a lot more articulate because I'm not emotionally invested in the physical environment. But for her to be empowered, she's doing her absolute very best to sort it out. And if I did that, I would just be intruding. So, I mean, if she asks me, ask me, if she asks me, then of course, I'll be on the phone and whip these buggers into shape that get the house sorted for her, because she's finding it really difficult, and she's lost pretty much, you know, everything that was in the bedroom. So clothing, baby items, baby clothing, baby bedding, her own mattress, beds, bedding, curtains, everything was just underwater. And Ivan took a bag of my clothes, because she's only a couple of inches, I think she's 2 inches shorter than me, so I shared my clothes with her. On Saturday, Ivan drove it all up there. And I gave some craft items as well to make Christmas decorations that I had it all out on my table and I was going to do them here, but I thought maybe, because she's like me, you know, she likes to do things with her hands. So, and she was so thankful. It was beautiful. She said, thanks for the glue. Like, of all the items in the bag, because I'd also bought her a blown glass handmade Alice in Wonderland Christmas ornament for her special new family tree, because she's gone from being a mum with just one to soon to be a mum of 3, because she's got a stepdaughter who's 6. And so she's struggling. If anyone wants to knit any baby clothes, that'd be amazing. The baby is coming in the spring and she's just lost everything. So if anybody wants to make any blankets or shawls or little cardies, booties, you know, that would be amazing. That would be amazing, because I'm gonna make a start. I got this. It's like a batik. I think it's called batik. I got this, and don't look at the colour and think, oh, you know, we don't know the sex yet. But I was attracted to this because blue is Imogen's favourite colour, and so, and I'm going thinner than I usually have been comfortable with using. These are 3.75 millimeters, but they're purple and they look so nice and they feel so nice. My only regret is that I didn't buy smaller sizes in a shorter length. So these are 40 centimeters long. It might be difficult to sit in this position, you know, wrapped in this blanket. I might have to go and sit on the chair. I have my neck warmer, my vintage looking neck warmer that I made for myself over there. And yeah, I hadn't planned anything for today because I was kind of in limbo waiting for Joe's news. But now he's home and he's gone straight to bed. They've eaten toast. I had some like homemade bread that I'd done over the weekend on the table, and straight away they were like, can we have some? So I toasted that, and so they've all gone for a rest. Fabi was really good because she helped me with the unpacking the rest of my organic shopping that arrived. So yeah, happy Monday.